Now, Terry's interesting. Terry's a very fun character to write because, similar to Joel, he's the oldest of three, right? But unlike Joel, he also lives with both parents, but he lives with his dad and his stepmom, right? So Terry comes off as seeming like he's a character with a chip on his shoulder. And that's because he feels like he always has something to prove. But the reality of it is, he's one of the most caring characters that I've ever had the pleasure of writing, right? You get to see how someone in the environment that they were raised in always feel like they need to prove themselves. Not just raised them, but he's also the last one of the friend group, right? Out of the four boys, he's the last one to join. If you read the bio, you'll see that he's only been friends with them for a little over a year. So he hasn't built up as much trust as the others. While they do trust him, he still feels like he needs to step up and show his worth, right? But he's one of my favorites personally because it's been a pleasure writing the character who's willing to face those burdens and those challenges head on. Unlike my character, who's more impulsive, who wants to take care of the problem before anyone else gets hurt. Terry's the character is like, hey, I'm going to do this with or without you guys, preferably with you guys. And what do I mean by that, right? Of course, he'll be the one to do anything one-on-one when he's ready, but he's also ready to acknowledge when he needs his friends, right? So because of his responsibilities, similar to Joel, he's also self-aware. He's also willing and ready to carry those burdens that other people aren't accustomed to facing. So I will say yes, definitely one of my favorite characters I had the pleasure of writing, and I hope you guys watch his growth, you watch his evolution. And one of the things I will say is you'll find out Terry's the only warrior of the four boys. Spoilers for in the future. I won't get into details now, but remember that. Terry's the only warrior out of all the four boys. That'll mean something later on. But anyway, guys, if Terry's your favorite, drop a like and a comment below. Let me know what you feel about it, and thanks for watching.